Hey, it's Dustin here from Running with the Wolves here with Anna Marian Block, Foot Locker National finalist in the year of 2016. Thanks for coming on, Anna.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. Um, so, being a National Foot Locker finalist in 2016, how did it feel cross country season 2017? I know you were injured a little bit over the summer.
Yeah, it was good. Obviously not my best season coming
Yeah.
off of a pretty strong season the year before, but yeah, I was injured over the summer, so didn't get much summer training in. But I mean, my favorite sport is track, so I just ran Foot Locker just kind of for fun, see where I was at, just have fun with it, and then I'm just ready for track season. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, I assume you're in Georgia. You do run indoor, correct?
We do. We don't have a full indoor season, but there's a meet in Alabama that we do, and then they're actually bringing one indoor meet to Georgia. And then if you qualify, you can do nationals.
Now, do you plan on doing nationals if you make the standard?
Um, my coach and I are just playing it by ear, but I would like to try it. I've never done indoor before, so
Yeah, yeah. It's let me tell you from experience. If it's not a banked track, it's not fun.
yeah. I hope they're all banked. So.
Yeah, yeah. I hope for you. Now, looking forward to outdoor season, what are some goals you kind of have set for yourself? Looking ahead to 2018 outdoor.
Um, I mean, my coach and I, we don't really set like specific goals, but we definitely just want to run faster, like obviously break 210 in the
Mm-hmm.
800, possibly breaking 440 in the mile. Hopefully a lower 800 time than higher, but we're just going to kind of see how it goes and we just play a lot of it by
Mm-hmm.
ear.
So now, do you run a 3200 or a 2 mile at all, or do you avoid that at all costs?
I don't really like doing it,
Yeah.
but I ran it one time as a sophomore and I ran like a 10:30 or 10:35. So, I mean, my coach is thinking that's what I might do a little bit this year, but hopefully not.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no one wants to go around 8 times, or if you run an indoor 15 times, that's not fun either.
Yeah, doesn't sound too fun.
Nope. But now looking ahead to college, I guess, after this track season, what made you decide on Georgia, University of Georgia, over other places?
It was kind of just a lot of like when I made my pros and cons list. So my top four ended up being Georgia, Ole Miss, Baylor, and Virginia. And I really liked all of the schools, but I'm from Athens, and
Mm-hmm.
like ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to go to Georgia. And so I think that I was kind of avoiding Georgia at all costs because like I don't want to stay close to home. I don't want to like do that. But they have a really strong track team, and their cross country team is really building up. So I knew that if I like with the goals that I have, that if I was with people who have a championship mentality, then I would be able to get those goals. So, and I just kind of felt like the right place. So,
Yeah. So, what do you think your biggest challenge going to college will be athletically for you?
um, I'm not really sure. I think probably the mileage
Mm-hmm.
is going to be a big jump because I'm pretty low mileage. I usually only do like 30 miles a week.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think that that'll be a pretty big jump, but I'm excited to see what happens because the coach is really good and he's been getting me really excited. So,
Yeah, for sure. Now, what does a training week in the life of Anna Marian Block look like, typically?
um, for cross country or track.
Start with cross, and you can do track.
So cross country, usually Mondays are just like a mileage day, like 5 miles or so.
Mm-hmm.
We do like our warm up and dynamics and stuff, and then that Tuesdays we usually do speed work. Um, Usually it's nothing too hard, just
Mm-hmm.
maybe a couple 800s or maybe 2 or 3 mile repeats or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And then Wednesday's back to mileage. Thursday, depending. like we'll either have a meet or we will do a workout
Hmm.
kind of similar to what we would do on Tuesday. And then Friday we usually do like 2 or 3 miles and then play ultimate frisbee.
Hmm.
It's like fun. And then Saturday we'll either have a meet or another like a pretty tough workout. So usually Saturdays are biggest workouts and then Sunday is our day off.
Hmm. So do you ever throw a long run in there or no?
Um, I haven't before, so that's something that I'll be doing in college for sure. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm just kind of sticking with what's been working, and
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what does a week look like in track season?
So track is a little bit harder. Um, we usually on Mondays, depending on how our coach is feeling, it'll be could be a long run or not a long run, but like just mileage,
Hmm.
or it could be speed work. Yesterday we did a tempo. It was a 6 mile tempo at 6 minute pace.
Hmm.
And did like today, since it's snowing and stuff, we got today off instead
Hmm.
of Sunday. But tomorrow is just gonna be. Sorry, I'm just going off of this week. But
Oh, you're
tomorrow
okay.
we're just doing mileage, and then Saturday or no Friday have a workout. Saturday mileage, and then Sunday mileage.
Well, that sounds like a pretty successful plan, I guess, with the results that have come out of it. No
Yes,
reason
sir.
to change it up. I guess the only thing that really will change in college is the mileage in the long run.
Hmm.
So, yeah, just
Yes,
stick
sir.
to what works. Now, what would you say what was your best race experience ever? Track or cross?
Um, so probably the best race experience is Foot Locker,
Hmm.
because can't really beat going out to San Diego.
Yeah.
Like staying at the Del Coronado, and that was awesome. And I've met like some really great friends that I still keep
Hmm.
in touch with. So that's really fun. And there's like all the gear and stuff you got. So I would definitely suggest Foot Locker is the best. But and then also probably my best like race is was at New Balance Nationals last time I ran it. I ran I think 4:45 or 4:46 and got All American. That was like
Hmm.
my first big national meet, so that was pretty exciting.
Yep. So, do you plan on returning to New Balance Nationals outdoor this track season?
Yes, I think so. It's definitely one of those things I now have to talk to my college coach and my high school
Yeah.
coach, kind of seeing what they're thinking, but I hope I can.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, Now, I guess since you said Foot Locker was your best race experience, walk me through that Foot Locker South race to qualify for that. What it was like for you through that race?
Yeah, so basically we just, went out. My coach, he told me before, he was like you've been having really good workouts. I know you can qualify. I was pretty nervous, but I just went out and I was with the front pack, and I knew that Nevada Moreno was really good, and
Hmm.
so I was with her for like the first mile, and I was kind of put myself in a good position,
Hmm.
and then I got boxed in on the downhill, but I got back out of that and just made up my ground. And when I finished, I wasn't sure if I qualified or not, but I mean, they started walking me to the tent, and so I was
Hmm.
really excited about that.
Yeah. That's obviously an awesome experience. For many that I'm sure know, it's a pretty flat course except for that second mile. That's really the tough part of
Right.
the course. So what was it like preparing for that hill? Or do you just do a lot of that in general in Georgia?
So we actually do a lot of hills, and I don't really think the course is that hard. I think it was more so just the atmosphere of
Hmm.
it. I wasn't really prepared for that. I had never done that big of a meet.
Hmm.
So I think I just kind of didn't stay within myself in that race.
Yeah.
So it wasn't my best race, but it was a great experience, and I know I've learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
So,
Now, I guess more to running on a broader spectrum. What's the hardest thing about running to you?
um, I don't know. For me, I would just kind of just like the mileage. Sometimes it can get a little bit monotonous,
Hmm.
kind of doing it over and over, especially like base training
Yeah.
for, but it's worth it. I just have to make sure I do it with my team, and it's like you just got to get out there and get it done, and then you're pretty good. But that's probably the hardest part. I don't really mind speed work or hills or anything like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, what's your favorite part of running?
Um, my favorite part is probably just like doing well, like getting best times and like winning is. I mean, that's just probably my favorite part,
Yeah, absolutely. No,
and just like the team aspect of it.
yeah, the reward's usually the best part, not the process.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, race day is much better than 10 by 800 or something like that.
for sure.
Now, I guess this is a part that Christian and I, before we had split, had come up with what the idea of this whole podcast is going to be, which is what does running mean to you as a person outside of all the competition and all the glitz and glamour of it, what the sport has meant to you as a human being. So I ask, what has running meant to you?
Yeah, I actually have our team has been talking about that a little bit, just kind of because of all of the miles. We were like, why do we do this? But
Mm-hmm.
after we were talking about it, and we were like, we do it because like we love the sport of it. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's such a great running community around you. It's just like a really great sport, and it's really helped me grow as a person. Just like being able to do it, and I mean, it's like the perks, of course, are winning and being good and running fast times or whatever. But just like in general, it's kind of like I feel like I don't start my day until I get my run in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of it just like clears my head, gets me ready for the day. Just I don't really know. It just means a lot to me, and I can't really imagine not having it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And do you have anything to say to anyone before you finish up here?
I guess just I would just say like anybody can get out there and run, and it's have the more runners the better. So
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you so much.